Okay, before the break, what we did, we all deployed a virtual machine. Do you all agree with me?
Yes.
Okay, now let us take one of the student machine, user 2. So in this student machine, we have seen that how to connect to a your respective ESXi host. Do you agree?
Yes.
We launched Chrome browser and we know the ESXi host IP. We connected with username as root, password as test@123. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
See, ESXi is up, but it is not configured properly. ESXi is up, but it is currently running with what? DHCP IP.
Yes.
Okay, so if you look into this networking section, here you can see VM network, and you scroll down, sorry, when you click on networking, management network, when you scroll down, can you see one IP here?
Yes, sir.
What is this IP?
192.3.
I'll make it full screen. Yeah,
130.
130. This is a DHCP IP. ESXi IP, correct? That is, it's a DHCP IP. But we want this to be in the form of static. Okay. DHCP, as you know, this will keep on changing. DHCP IP is tend to change when you reboot. So we don't want to take this risk. So what we will do now? Let me minimize this. I'll come out from this machine. I'll navigate to my ESXi. Can you see a console here?
Yes, sir.
I'll launch a console, open browser console. I want all of you to open your console like this. Please open your console. Make it to full screen. Make it to full screen, please. I want your screen should be full screen. Okay, and then if it has become a full screen, you can use the alt tab if you want to see my screen and your screen.
My screen you have allowed.
You're not able to be my
Not
screen.
able to try.
Press alt control.
It's like that.
Alt control. Press alt control. Can you see a cursor now?
That's why it is visible.
uh,
If I do that for control, it changes my system. Task manager. I think we have to allow my keyboard system.
no. No, just minimize this one. That's all. See here. Here you can see.
Okay, you want it to system.
This is my system which I'm sharing. I wanted your systems like you have this thing, right? This one. This is 125 is yours. Now you will do grab 125.
Now I'm here. So where am I going? Close the group. So, okay.
Close completely. Open your normal EXE root not in any case. Here, this is.
Yes,
Select console. Make it full screen. Now alt tab so that you will see my Teams one. Alt tab, keep an alt tab, one more. Maybe just we have this we ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. Okay, I want everyone in the same screen. Can you see? Press F2 to function. Press F2. And it will ask login name as root and the password. Login now. All of you log in and write down all the tabs which you see inside now. Test at the rate 1 2 3, enter. Write down the next headline, ESXi system configuration. Headline, ESXi system configuration. Okay. So first option is configure password. Shivanand, hope you are controlling your ESXi.
Yeah, Master. It is asking for change password.
I mean, are you able to see your console like this? Yours machine, not in my screen. Your machine.
Yeah, my machine only. It is asking change password.
Don't do anything, man. I'm just sharing whether you could able to view this option or not. Okay. Now, first option is called configure password. Why this option? Because we have set a password, correct? Test at the rate 1 2 3. If you want to change the password, repeating again, if you want to change the password, in that case, you can click on this configure password. In production environment, your company may ask you to change a password every 60 days. As part of company policy, password should be repeated every 60 days. So at that time, where you will change the password? Using configure password option. You should come to the screen. Okay. Next option is called configure lockdown. That is grayed out, correct? Can you see? I could not able to go to that option because this is a vCenter feature. Write down next option, configure lockdown password. This is a vCenter feature. I'll tell you what is vCenter later. Okay. Currently you write down this is a vCenter feature. Look into the screen, man. Lockdown mode is there. You are not looking into my screen. Alt tab. Or you all just observe once in my screen and then you can switch to your screen. Configure lockdown mode. This is a vCenter feature. Agreed? Next option is called configure management network. This is the place where you will set a static IP. What you will do? Static. Repeating again. Configure management network is the place where we will configure ESXi static IP. Okay. How to do that now? Press enter. Yeah. Within this, we have many options. We don't want to go to each options. Let us navigate to IPv4 configuration. Can you see this? Yeah. Press enter now. Can you see third option? Set IPv4 to static. Can you see this? Yes, sir. Now press space bar. Okay. Now press enter. Now what happened? Static IP is set. It has become a static IP. See now. See, the 0 is in third option, right? Yeah. Static means what? This way. Do you agree? Yes, sir. Sir, there are two types of IP. Dynamic IP, static IP. Dynamic IP will keep on change. In production server, we should not keep on changes IP. IP should remain static. Password we change every 60 days. Understood? This is a best practice we follow. So this is how you should set a static IP. And now I want all of you to set a static IP. Okay, once you set a static IP, you can press escape button. Can you press escape button? Wait. As you press the escape button, you see, hey, user you have made some changes to your IPv4 settings. Do you want to save? Answer is yes or no. Yes, press Y. Yeah. So what will happen? It will make some changes now. Okay. And also host name is not changed. Can you see still it is showing local host? We should change to host name. So for that again we should come back to IPv4 configuration. Scroll down. No, not here. Let me host name is under DNS configuration. Okay. So so there is a default DNS IP is selected. That's okay. Can you see there is a primary DNS server 1.1. Let it be 1.1, not an issue. Host name. Host name is your name. Example, this is Lohit host. You can mention. Similarly, you mention your name. Hyphen ESXI. Uppercase. I is lowercase. You mentioned XSI man. Yes. Array. That's all. Okay. You are the owner of this server. Press enter now. Okay. Can you see host name right hand side? It is showing Lohit ESXI. Correct.
Yeah.
Now press escape button. It will ask again. Changes has been done. Press Y. Okay. Now you see host name is also changed and IP address is also set it to right, and additionally you have something called IPv4 address. Can you see that? Right. You first observe, okay, and then you do it. You will get confused when you do parallelly, and moreover we are going one by one. It's pretty simple, man. The only thing is you should observe, that's all. Configure network, we did two things. One is we changed from dynamic to static. Second one is we went to DNS configuration, provided a name. Host name, that's all. Press enter, that's all. Now let us come down and here you have something called IPv6. Can you see IPv6 configuration?
Yes.
We are not using anywhere in production. So we should disable this. Currently it is enabled. Let's press enter. And can you see disable IPv6?
Yes.
That's okay. It required a reboot. That is fine. I selected that. Press enter. Now when we press escape, can you press escape now? It will ask you, hey, you made changes in IPv6. Do you want to reboot? What is your answer?
Yes.
Press Y. Now your ESXi will reboot. That's all. You do only three things. Set the IP to static, change the host name, disable IPv6. Write down the steps like how did you do. Can you help Subhash? Hey, help him. I'll help.
Yes. Escape. ಇವಾಗ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಾವು. ಯಾವ ಬ್ರೌಸರ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಒಂದು ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್
ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬಾರ್
ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ 8 GB ಇದೆಯಾ? ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದು. ಇವತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿ ಹಾಕೋ.
10th ಜನರೇಷನ್ Lenovo 10th ಜನರೇಷನ್
ಹಾಕೋ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ. Right, done. Okay. Now we can verify the same thing at the GUI level. How to verify? You know, you have access to your Windows 2016 machine. Open browser, make it to full screen, click on this user. Now root test @123. Now within this OS you can see the host name and all. When I scroll down, can you see? Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want all of you to verify from your end. This is ESXi host overview screen. Okay, so here you can see CPU usage, memory usage, storage usage, how much RAM you have, which version of ESXi you are running, which version you are running. See here 6.7 update 3, correct? Uptime 0 days. And also you can see the trial licensing info. If you click on host again, Where is the trial info? Yeah, you can look into the licensing also. So here you can see evaluation mode. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Evaluation mode, and when is expiring?
November 21st.
Till November 21st you have. I mean, this date will keep on changing because you power on only 1 hour. Ah. So this may keep on changing. Okay, so please explore this console for 5 minutes. All of you click on each and every tab. Carry on. All of you connect your ESXi in GUI mode over browser. Explore for some time. Select each option: services, users, packages, system, storage. Just check how much storage you have. Explore this for 5 minutes. Explore 5 minutes on your ESXi, all of you. Don't start to do anything, but just explore. Don't enable anything. Okay, done. All of you. Click on storage, all of you. Click on storage section. Can you see there is a data store, correct? And what is the file system it is running with?
SSD.
The file system, not a storage disk type. Right hand side you see.
VMFS6.
VMFS.
Remember this. ESXi means VMFS file system. Virtual machine file system. Which version?
6.
Okay. Write down next headline. Virtual machine file system. VMFS. Okay. And I will Wikipedia have a better simple understanding. I want you to write down this VMFS wiki. So I want you to write down this. Write down this. Write down till here. VMFS is a clustered file system used by company's flagship server virtualization suite vSphere. It was developed to store virtual machine disk images, including snapshots. And it is proprietary file system. No one, VMware is the only owner of this file system. They only developed. Once you finish writing, you write down limits also. This is very important again. Maximum you can have 64 TB, one volume or one data store. One single file can be 62 TB. Total number of files can be maximum of 1,30,000 files. As of VMFS 5. Hello? Hello? Shivanand? Hello? Hello?
சிவன் கால் பண்ணுறோம் பேட்டரி லெவல் போயிருக்கு.
Okay. Now I want all of you to write down this version history. Write down this. Write down version history till here. See, VMware is in the market more than 17 years. Okay, over the years, it was developed many versions. In the handwritten notes, you can see VMware history and all. Okay, when it is started and all, you can just make a note. Yesterday, I upload handwritten notes. Okay, when you get a time, please open whatever we are discussing. All it is in there. The only thing is you should have a look into that notes, handwritten notes. In that I have given when it is started, which year it is started. It started in 1998. So 22 years old product. Do you want sheet? Downwards, you have to read a lot. Increase 10 minutes extra because I am giving lot of notes and we are doing lot of labs also. Okay. Video anyhow it is recorded. I want you to watch. Watch video at least 2 times.
ನೀವು ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತನಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವಿರೋ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲ್
So you need to know like how many versions you have, which ESX version used for which VMFS. Done. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello. Yes. It's Bhaskar online. Please tell me, sir. ஆமாம் சொல்கிறா பாஸ்கர் நல்லா இருக்கு சொல்லுவா ட்ரைனிங்கில் இருக்கேன் நான் ஒரு 20 மினிட்ஸ் விட்டு பேசுகிறேன். Done? Okay, if you're writing, just halt. I'll just explain and then you can continue. Have a look into my screen. See how file system works. As you all know, every operating system, so let's take a OS, speak about operating system. There are two types of drives. One is C drive, another one is D drive. Okay, in C drive, you know, we all keep operating system files, right? D drive will keep application files. Example, songs, movies, anything outside OS files, will keep it in D drive. Okay. So someone should allow you to save all this, right? Who will allow? That is called file system. What it is? File system. How file system is created? Okay, with the help of a partition table. What it is?
Partition there.
Partition table. There are different partition table available in the market. Okay, and with the help of partition table, a file system is created. A file system is proprietary. Example, for Windows, new technology file system. This is the proprietary file system for Windows. For Linux, ext3, 4 and previous versions. For VMware, ESXi, name of the file system is what? VMFS. Okay, and the version starts from 0 to L. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is no 4 actually. 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, L. If you look into the file system, right, there is no 4. Have a look. Is there any 4 here? 4, it's a, for some reason they have not given it to public release. They've cancelled directly. They moved to 5. Okay. The most powerful file system is VMFS 6. Okay, which is the latest model, where you can have a volume size of up to 64 TB and a file size of 62 TB. Means C drive can be up to 64 TB. How much?
64.
In that one file, JPG file like 1 MB and all, no, like that you can have a single file of size how much? 62 TB. File system size is different. File size is different. Do you agree? C drive size is different. A file inside C drive is different. So a maximum a file which you can reside inside a VMFS data store is 62 TB. And file system maximum size is 62 TB. This is an interview question. In interview, write down this question. They'll ask you this question. What is the difference between VMFS 5 and 6? It is, in any interview you take, they will ask for sure this question. What is the difference between a VMFS 5 and 6 or VMFS 3 and 5? They can ask you this question also, VMFS 3 and 5. So your answer should be like this. VMFS 6 supports latest version, that is ESXi 6.5 and above. Okay, VMFS 3 supports still version vSphere 4.x. VMFS 5 5.x and above. Understood? So you should know this difference, right? Understood? Yeah. Now today somebody asked, sir, what is the difference between vSphere and other thing which you are saying? So I'll give a simple example now. See here, VMware is a company, vSphere is a product bundle, ESXi is individual product. This is equal to Microsoft MS Office Word. See, VMware is equal to Microsoft. Shall I call like this? Both are company. vSphere is equal to MS Office. Shall I call like this? ESXi is equal to Word. Microsoft MS Office Word. VMware vSphere ESXi. VMware is a company. vSphere is a product bundle. A complete product bundle. In that, ESXi is a small component. See, in MS Office there are many products, right? Excel, PowerPoint. vSphere is called a logical product bundle. Understood? ESXi is called a product inside sphere. Shall I call like this? Microsoft, this is a company. Understood? Write down this. So if anyone asks vSphere, what is your answer?
So logical product.
Logical product. We also use a word called suite. SUITE. vSphere is a logical product suite. Yesterday I gave some assignment. You got answer? Today again I'll give you a few questions. You can take it down. I want answers every day. Write down. Once you finish this, you can write down 5 questions for assignment. Tomorrow I will check all of your books, including Mr. Shivanand remotely. I will zoom into your notebook. Write down assignment question for tomorrow. Question number 1. What is logical volume manager? What is logical volume manager in storage? Short form is LVM. LVM in storage. Write down. Number 1 question. What is logical volume LVM in storage? Number 2. What is the difference between block and file level storage? Block, BLOCK, block and file level storage. Put the question or difference between SAN and NAS, SAN and NAS. Both are same question only. SAN and NAS is a technology. Block is the generalized name. Next question. What is the difference between HBA and NIC card, NIC, network interface card? Okay. Next question. What is the difference between partition table and file system? Difference between partition table and file system. Next question. How RAID works? RAID. How RAID works? So these are all storage related. Yesterday I gave networking related. Today I am giving storage. See, these are all very simple only, but very much important. Okay, I want answers tomorrow along with this theory. Everything should be in one notebook. Read and come. Anyhow, you have a recordings here. You can rewatch it any number of times. Okay, I'm allowing remaining minutes to go through your notes. If you have any doubts, I'll halt here. If you have any questions, you can ask. Any questions? Shivanand, any question? Subhash, any question?
So we have different types of virtual machine available in the market. This is one we are actually.
This is.
Similarly, we have Oracle version. So we have different machines available.
All machines are same only. Hypervisor is different.
But every machines, they are keeping their images in a different extension.
Correct.
VDK.
.vhd. Yes, you're right. .vhd. .vmdk. We had to discuss.
Those are not intermediate.
Not same.
If I take the image of Oracle version, I cannot run here.
Correct. You have to convert. We have some tools. We call it as vCenter Converter standalone tool. We can convert any version to VMware compatible version. All your data would be saved. We have conversion tools. We'll discuss. It is there. Any questions, sir? You have to write down again in your notebook.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Basically, this question you have given the SAN and DAC. SAN is very fast thing.
No, the difference between,
Just a normal
for them,
question.
block level storage, they don't know like how a sandbox looks like. These guys have never heard about SAN. At least they can see an image like how an data enclosure would look like. What do you mean by HPA1, HPA2, and how it connects, and what do you mean by storage processor, how logical volume works. For them, at least image they should see and come.